Welcome to Indigos Gaming 2021 Season 2 for the Starcraft ladder has begun. And I woke up today to this interesting news, actually. New maps in the ladder pool? Do tell. Also, speaking of the notes, if you log in, you will get the IEM champion Raynor portrait. Congratulations again to Raynor for taking that championship. Solid play. On with the topic at hand though, the new ladder season has begun, and for those of you wondering, yes, the ladder is still broken. As you can see, my lovely MMR of 3,300 to 3,000 has netted me a master's position, so that's still broken. But the good news, the map pool has changed. Submarine, Death Aura, and Pillars of Gold are gone. Get out of here. Like 3, maybe 4 season old maps at this point. And they have been replaced with 3 new maps here. Of course, we still have some of the ones from the previous season. Jagannatha, Lightshade, Oxide, and Romanticide are still here. That's fine though. I'm pretty sure they were more recent than the 3 that got removed. But the new maps, Blackburn, 2,000 atmospheres, and Beckett Industries. I don't know about you, but I'm very interested to get into these maps and see just what's special about them. Let's go. Here we are on the map, 2,000 atmospheres, LE. Now, I have pitted 2 AIs to battle to the death here, so that I can look around the map. And Alarak, could we please remove the most annoying part of the screen?
Yes.
There we go. Much better. Thank you, Alarak. So, looking at the map, I think start with environment around the edges, and then second, we'll look at the gameplay layout of it. Right off the bat, I'm intrigued. It's looking like an aquatic theme. At least I think that's water. Maybe water? It could be more of a gas or a smoke, but these look like fish. And there's flying sharks off the edge here. Some choice corpses here. Very sorry, Zerg players. I think that looks like a Nidus worm. But everything is alive, pulsating. Almost like an aquatic Zerg style of map here. Interesting. What is this? Like an aquarium tower? Almost. The fish around it. Very nice. Tile set looks to be very alien, bioluminescent. Vegetation in here, everything. So lively. On the other side, another one of those aquarium towers, I'm gonna call them. More pink flowers and orange lights. Very under the sea vibe going on here. That looks to be about it. Everything just kind of repeats with that. It's a aquatic Zerg kind of map. So with that now, let's look at the gameplay side of it. Mains at 1 and 7 o'clock positions, it looks like. Very small ramp into the main, easily walled off here. Going down to the natural, similar choke, it looks like, to most of the maps that we are already used to, so should have no trouble walling that off for Protoss and Terran. Once you get outside that natural, though, it seems like you have a few choices. There's one ramp with rocks covering half of it, another ramp open leading down into the triangle third here. But also, if you want to take the line third, that's a very nice open area going into there with a defensive, well, hopefully defensive, choke here. I guess an ambitious Terran could set some siege tanks down in this area and then be able to shell the base. Keeping with that, 4th, 5th, up in the corners, there is a rich Vespene base, likewise on both sides next to these Zelnaga watchtowers. So that presents a very nice opportunity, I see. You can take these rich Vespene bases and position a probe or SCV drone on the tower and be able to keep an eye on the surrounding area. Maybe not get so surprised by an attack if you're being risky. Overall, I think the map looks pretty good. Nice alien theme, lots of stuff going on, both around the map and through the center parts. I think that's about it for 2,000 atmospheres. LE. Let's get out of here before the AIs start to wreck each other. Onward to the second map.
Game resumed.
Loaded onto the map, Beckett Industries, LE. And might I say, this is looking positively interesting. It's a lava tile set down here. Got a nice blend of this like robotic, scientific laboratory feeling combined with the rugged dirt and almost ash world. Poor Hydralisk though. Oh my goodness. Poor Zerg creatures. Appears to be, as I guess the name would suggest, a research lab or a testing lab. Especially when you think about these Zerg in the cages over the lava. There's a few accelerator zones placed around the map on these central bridges. You do not have to go through them. You can go around. It's just a much longer path. So this is looking to be slightly similar to Death Aura in that feeling, with the accelerator zones included. Let's take a look at some of the layout here. You've got, again, very small ramp going into your main base. It looks like a much wider choke point into the natural, though. Gonna be a bit harder to just straight up wall that off. Might need 3, even 4 buildings to wall that off for Terran and Protoss. Then, going outside, you have your choice. The triangle third here is very open. On multiple sides here, you have that accelerator zone leading right into it. Or you can take a bit of a longer straight path to the line third, which is not as wide open. It has a smaller choke point leading in, so it might be easier to defend here. From there, you have choices. You can go out into the center, go through those acceleration zones, or stay hidden, stay sneaky, and go around, maybe hit somebody's 4th here. You have easy access into the 3rd from this side. Overall, I like the layout. The environment's nice. I like the kind of scientific, robotic feel. The nice divide here. I didn't see any rich bases. No, it does not look like it. So no rich Vespene bases, no rich mineral bases here, actually. So things probably going to feel a little more even, maybe more chaotic. The map seems to be a bit smaller than other ones. Again, just 2 AIs here battling to the death. The acceleration zones, I think, poses an interesting threat here. It might be very easy to get Reapers and Zerglings across quickly. Early pressure to the opponent, especially considering this absolutely massive natural entrance. I think that's going to be difficult to wall off. That's looking to be it for Beckett Industries. So now, let us go to the final map. Here we are on the final new map, Blackburn. Lee. Hey Alaric, did you remind them to like and subscribe yet?
Your dedication will be rewarded.
Starting out, I am very excited because this is a space-themed map. I think that is probably my personal favorite tile set. Just being able to look at the stars, maybe the planets in the background. Did you all see that? What? There were Vikings that flew under the platform? And there's quite an epic missile turret here. My goodness. I must see if they do that again. Yeah! Oh, that's so cool. So, there's actually quite a lot going on in this map here. There's red lines going around the perimeter of the main base here. Got some slow zones, the inhibitor zones, they're called. My bad. The technical term here. Both going outside your base via air, but also there's a cliff here on the side of the main base, so that is looking purely to slow down Reapers. Sorry, Terran players. Continuing to go around the map, there's little repair drones going on the perimeter here, making repairs on ships even. That looks like maybe a pirate ship. Rockets, fuel cells, more Vikings. There is a lot going on here. I'm very impressed, actually. Nice shot of a planet up here towards the top. Ooh, wow, there's a tremendous amount of stuff here. These look like cages also. Still just going around the perimeter. That looks like about it for just unique. I don't know what the right word is. The tile set, I suppose. This planet in the back, very nice. Seems to move with you though. So no matter where you're looking on this right side, you can see the planet. Vikings on multiple parts of the map actually. And then we're back at the main base of the opponent. So now just to look at more of the layout, the specifics. I mentioned this cliff. I see the inhibitor zone to slow down the Reaper. That Reaper would jump down, go through that slow zone, and immediately actually runs into debris, into rocks here. So you would still have to go all the way around. I'm not sure if this cliff is jumpable. It does not look like it. So actually have to go pretty far out of the way unless you destroyed these rocks and the debris later on in the game. And that, I assume, is just to compensate for this very close rush distance between bases. We're back to that Golden Wall and Metalopolis setup here, where both bases are in the bottom left and bottom right. The, what would that be, 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock positions. Very small ramp going into the main, yet again, natural, also actually, fairly small choke. So that's nice for defense, good for turtling up, get your natural very safely. From here though, that looks to be where the safety ends. You have your choice in thirds, take the line to the north and have a fairly wide choke point here, or you can go out for the triangle third and have an incredible amount of surface area. My goodness. Setting up a siege line here would be rather difficult. You'd have to use this middle part, this obstruction, to try and help out. And even then, if you do, there's slow zones behind you. So retreat is not an option. Continuing, the cliff that I mentioned from earlier, the debris. So this base is actually fairly safe, fairly hidden outside of maybe a drop or Banshee harassment, Muta harassment, etc. Continuing up from the third, if you did take that third, here's something interesting. Rich mineral field acting as a wall. So this expansion, double gas, rich minerals leading into this top part. It's not fully blocked off though, because you can just go around down those stairs, up the ramp, and you have another pocket base all the way up here. Once you... Oh, so sorry, Ultralisk. My goodness. Zerg players, avert your eyes. Once you open up this top area, you get quite a bit of room to maneuver around. This is really reminding me of Golden Wall. It's almost like you have the map split in two parts here because of this debris. You have the bottom part from this third and downwards, then you have the upper area. I could see some interesting battles on here, definitely. There's a lot of surface area, a lot of room to maneuver around. This position on the rich base is certainly interesting. Yes, you can take it fairly early if you wanted to. It's very close to the third, but the enemy could easily just set up behind the minerals. And then your poor workers aren't going to be working for very long, are they? That appears to be it for this final map. Again, this is Blackburn, and it is part of the new map pool together with 2,000 atmospheres and Beckett Industries. Be sure to leave a comment down below telling me which one of these 3 new maps is your favorite. I think my personal favorite has got to be the one we're on, Blackburn LE. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you have a great day and a great ladder season.